Well, our next guest became famous for tap dancing, earning him the title of the first Black Canadian to ever appear on national television. Danced in shows like Mr. Dress Up, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and The Ed Sullivan Show. And he recently received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Ontario Black History Society. He's our guest in studio this morning. Good to have you with us.
Good to be here.
You are 81 years young. You started at the age of
Three and
a half.
Yeah, 3.5.
What got you started in tap dancing?
My mother.
Okay.
She wanted to build Bojangles Robinson. And so she took me down to the Holloway Twins School of Dance, and I was the only boy, and there was maybe 90 girls. And, so I started tap dancing, and I danced from 3.5. I turned professional when I was 5.
Is this a shot of you here around that age as a pro?
Yes, yeah, that's that outfit my father made me.
Wow.
Yeah, he tailored that, and I was 5 years old there.
You mentioned Bojangles, and you actually had a chance. He was your inspiration. You had a chance to dance with him.
Yeah, he came to my hometown of London, Ontario, and at the London Arena, and he called me from on stage to come backstage and dance with him. Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Oh, it was exciting. I mean, he danced in the Shirley Temple movies, and he danced up and down the staircase and so forth. He was a terrific dancer.
I've seen him, and it's amazing. I've seen his movies.
Yeah.
You know, you were a Black entertainer at a time during the Civil Rights Movement.
Yes.
You yourself experienced a lot of the racism that we read about. Tell me about some of your experiences.
Well, I was in Dallas, Texas, the year before John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and I was at the Cabana Motor Hotel, and I didn't know that it was a segregated room, and they brought me down, and I entertained, and the people would call me off stage and say, "What you think of Martin Luther King?" And I'd say, "Well," I said, "I just did a big stage show for him." Oh, he said, "Well," he said, "I think he's an agitator." And I said, "Well, is that the things that they put in the washing machines to get the dirt out?" So I didn't, I didn't know that the room was segregated, and I could have been killed down there because I was Canadian. I had no idea of the prejudice, the deepness. And anyway, when I found out from Pepe backstage that I was the only man that could walk out onto into the club, and I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, it's segregated." And he said, "You're the first Black man to ever appear in this club." And I said, "Oh." So then I phoned my agent and told him not to book me back unless it was integrated. And so the year after President Kennedy was shot to death, the next year they phoned me and I came back.
It was a really...
Because it was integrated.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you were the first. You know, it was really interesting this year. We saw Sterling K. Brown, who's the first Black actor to receive a Golden Globe Award for a television experience. And here I am talking to the first Black man to appear on national television in this country.
Yes, I didn't know it until I appeared on In the Black. It was a television show. And they said they had done research, and they found out that I was the first one. Not the first person. Phyllis Marshall was the first person, but I was the first Black man. And I was the first Black man to appear, first Black Canadian to appear on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Well, we have a treat for everybody today because you are still dancing in your 80th year. So would you do us the honor of,
I'd love
doing some
to.
dancing for us?
I danced with Gregory Hines and Greg.
Amazing.
And Greg told me that he was doing the Bill Robinson story, so I showed him some Bill Robinson steps, and these are authentic Bill Robinson steps. I'll show you a few of them. Thank you.
What an honor.
Thank you so much.
Joey, thank you so much. What a treat for us all here.
My pleasure.
All right, your morning will be right back. Can you show me what? All I know is this one.
Okay, shuffle one, shuffle two,
shuffle two.
Shuffle one and a two.
I got this part. That's about the only part I got.